All right, these are words of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, which were gathered together by our Rebbe, picture our Rebbe, and put into a book form called Yom Yom. Okay, here we go. This is today's. We'll do today's. What's today? Tuesday. We'll do tomorrow's. We'll do the whole week, actually. Yeah, the whole week. Let's go. Today is the passing of the Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad. He passed away in the city in Lubavitch, the city of Lubavitch, which is today, I guess, is in White Russia, and he is buried there. Here he's buried there, and his son is also buried there. The fourth Rebbe of Chabad, the Rebbe Marash, is also buried there. You can go and visit. My grandfather said at the age of 12, that Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad, he began to write scholarly dissertations in the field of Talmud and Halacha, and also in Hasidic philosophy. In other words, at 12 years old, he was already writing huge essays on the Talmud. He was already an expert in all of these things. 12 years old. Now, this is, that's today. Now we have Wednesday. In regard to selling the chametz, Wednesday you don't sell the chametz, actually. We sell it tonight. You have to sell, if you want to sell the chametz, you have to sell it by tomorrow morning, early in the morning, because it has to be yours in order to sell it. And after, before midday, like at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it's not yours anymore. Officially, it's yours that you transgress if you hold on to it, but it's not yours to sell. In regard, you can't get any pleasure from it. It's forbidden to get pleasure from chametz. With regard to selling chametz, it's custom of the Rebbe's family not to make the rabbi an agent. In other words, you give it to him and sell it, but you sell the chametz to the rabbi. The rabbi is not a middleman. You sell it to the rabbi, and with an official person there as a guarantor. My father would personally survive the baking of the matzah on the Erev Pesach. There's some people that bake matzah right before Passover, a couple hours before Passover. And when it was being baked, he would say the Hallel, but he would interrupt just to give instructions, like to knead and to bake and etc. Our custom is to use for the more. Okay. At first, Seder, my father would be very brief. Outside of Israel, right? You make the Passover Seder is 2 nights, right? 2 nights. So the first night he would finish the whole thing. You try to eat the afikoman. That's the last thing you eat in the night. You drink wine. You drink a cup of wine. You drink 2 cups of wine actually afterwards. They eat the afikoman before midnight. Before midnight. But on the when is midnight? By the way, now I think midnight is like 1. In Israel, it's like 1 o'clock or something. You'll have to look and see when it is. I don't know. It must be like something like 1 o'clock, I think. Huh? Is that true? All right. Anyway, you'll find out. Look up in your thing and see when is midnight. I haven't finished learning all the laws yet. It's something like 12:30 or something midnight. My father would be brief, and he would finish in order to eat the afikomen before midnight. But on the second night, he would expound at length. He would begin the Seder about 9 o'clock, and he would finish at about 3 or 4 in the morning. And he would explain all the ideas which are in the Haggadah. That's how we got all these explanations we're learning. The Alter Rebbe said the matzah of the first night is called the food of faith. You eat matzah, it increases your faith in God. Believe it or not, it does. It says the Jews, when they left Egypt, by eating matzah, they had more power of faith. Connecting to God above understanding, that's faith. The matzah of the second night is called the food of healing. When healing begins faith, a person is sick and then he gets healed, you say, thank you, God, for healing me. Then there has been sickness. But if faith comes first, like it does outside of Israel, right? You eat matzah, the first night is faith. When faith brings the healing, then there's no sickness to start off with. It's preventative medicine. When one who, God forbid, doesn't have a father or parents, so he says, before Manishtana, the child asks in the 4 questions, before it says, Father, I want to ask you 4 questions. What if a person doesn't have a father? It says, Father, I want to ask you 4 questions. Nevertheless, even if a person doesn't have a father, his father passed away, he says these 4. Similarly, even a person who doesn't have a mother and father, nevertheless, in the blessing of after eating, it says, may God bless my mother, my father, my teacher, and my mother, my teacher, etc. And there's you referring to either how they are, your mother and father, even if they're not alive, but spiritually their souls are still in existence as they come back to the weddings of their children, even if they're not alive. So you say father and mother, and also we still say it. Next. Second. Whoever I say lengthens out talking about going out of Egypt is praised. Hari zeh mishubach. This is to be praised. The word zeh, this means holiness. Like it says, zeh keli, this is my God. That's what the Jews said when they went over the Yam Suf. This is God. Whoever talks about and lengthens and gives more explanations of going out of Egypt on the night, zeh, then his holiness is enriched. Zeh mishubach means it's enriched. Let's see, what is this now? This will refer to what? What day is this? I don't know. Okay, let's go.
Sunday.
But one second. This is the 18th of Nisan. Just, I don't know. 1 minute. Let me have my calendar. Where did the calendar go? I got the calendar right here in front of me. And here it is. Here it is. 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, so this is already Sunday. So we don't really have to do this. Huh? Sunday. This is already Sunday. This is the first day. So we don't have to do this, but we'll do it anyway. Why not? Here we go. Ready? It says that Tzemach Tzedek gave, it says, if you lend money to a person, this talks about the soul, because the soul has a desire to raise to tremendous heights. It says the spirit of man goes up. It's talking about lending money that God gives us. Kesef means, this refers to the soul that they have, the Jewish people, they have kesef. Kesef talvez, a desire for God. This refers to, it says this elevates man. This is the Jewish people. The soul is on loan to man. And there's a fixed number of days that everybody has. And if one day is missing, then that garment is missing. We'll talk about this on Sunday. We'll go over this again on Sunday, because this is relevant to after Passover, after after Shabbos. I'm sorry, after Shabbos. So we'll do this. Okay, my friends, have a good day with Mashiach. Now, I'll tell you a very short story. Maybe I'll repeat it over again. Oh, what's this? Somebody wanted to come in. Oh, that's terrible. What's this? Who is this? Paul. Okay. I'm sorry, the sign that pops up that you want to come in is hidden behind all these other signs. We'll have to figure out a way that people get in automatically. Okay.
Hopefully your sign is bigger.
Rabbi Mendel Futafas told me. Rabbi Mendel Futafas, he was my teacher. Here, I have a picture of him. Here, a picture of him is on my desk. This is Rabbi Mendel Futafas. See? Top picture. This is another teacher of mine called Rabbi Moshe Parstak. His day of passing, I guess he passed away like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. That was 3 days ago. Huh? But here, this is Rabbi Mendel Futafas. It's behind glass. It's this person here. So he told me that when he was in Siberia, he was in like 5 years of hard labor in Siberia. Some say 7 years in Siberia. He didn't tell me exactly how long. When he was in Siberia. So the conditions there were terrible. And 1 year he did not receive, his wife used to send him All the prisoners there, they received packages. You could receive packages from home. They would check through the packages and everything. And his wife would send him matzah every year. And 1 year it didn't come. The matzah didn't come. And when it did come late, so it was so traumatic for him that he didn't have matzah. The fact is, he didn't have anything. He just ate water, maybe a potato or something, but he didn't have anything. So for 7 days, but it was such a trauma to him that he did not have matzah for Passover, that the whole rest of the time he was there, the whole 5 years or 7 years that he was there, that he told me that he took some of the matzah that his wife sent him that came late that year. He wrapped it up in a newspaper, and he kept it with him the whole entire time he was there. He said in the bathroom, everywhere he went, that matzah was with him all the time, because he was so afraid that it might happen again, that it would be Passover without matzah. In other words, you have to remember going out of Egypt every moment of your lives. Okay, we'll talk about it more, God willing, this afternoon, 3 o'clock. God bless you all. Have a good day with Mashiach now.